Anime characters that have made a successful comeback can be very exciting to watch. While it's exciting to see a beloved character improve their combat skills over time, it's still a pleasant treat when they go missing for a while and then return better than ever. Who didn't love it when Usopp from One Piece reappeared after a time skip, perfectly ripped and ready to kick butt? It's not really a bad thing that an anime character reappears after some mad preparation. Naruto returning to battle pain with Sage Mode is precisely what he wants to save Konoha, so it might be exciting for the viewer when a villain returns even better, but the heroes definitely hope that the villain stayed that way. In this video, we will show you the top anime characters that return stronger than ever. So let's get started. Natsu Dragneel trained for a year in Fairy Tail. Natsu Dragneel, like some of the other characters on this list, was no slouch in combat. But, after a year of honing his dragon and fire-based powers, he returned stronger than ever, and with a more appealing appearance. The powers of Natsu have advanced, to the extent that with one blow, he can strip away several foes and retain a dragon shape, enhancing his full capabilities. Kaneki's personality changes after he is kidnapped. Tokyo Ghoul's first season focuses in particular on the battle of Kaneki, to embrace his new status as a ghoul. His transition is both physically and mentally destructive, and although it does make him physically stronger, he remains the same mild-mannered college student, who would rather read a book than partake in some kind of confrontation. This all changes when Yakumo Aomori abducted and tortured him. The suffering of this experience is totally different with his personality. Ken is willing to kill someone who messes with him, rather than meekly accepting his destiny. Yusuke Urameshi just keeps getting stronger in Yu Yu Hakusho. This happens to Yusuke Urameshi many times in the series, as one of the series' key themes is his transformation, from a teenage delinquent, who is pretty good at punching people, to a truly strong fighter. In each scenario, he gains strength after practicing with a more powerful seasoned trainer, the most well-known of whom is Genkai. He can use his ray gun 4 times a day during one training session with Genkai, which takes place before the Dark Tournament and is often off-screen. Though this is far from Yusuke's only power-up, it is perhaps the best indication of a moment, when he disappears and then reappears better than ever. Usopp achieves amazing power-up in One Piece. The team of Straw Hat agrees to take a 2-year training break, after experiencing some serious defeats. Although all return better than ever, no one has improved more than Usopp. Usopp, who was once a funny but not incredibly good pirate, returns fully jacked and able to command a massive array of nature-based weapons. Toshiro Hitsugaya powers up his ice powers in Bleach. Don't get me wrong, Toshiro Hitsugaya was pretty cool. He wasn't the most important part of the war against the Espada, but he kept his own. Having said that, he completely scaled up after the time jump. He is not only sports a brand new haircut, but has also increased his strength, a scarf that reflects his respect for Byakuya. The scene in which he uses his ice powers to nearly freeze someone's entire body was one of the series' coolest. Gohan trains in hyperbolic time travel in Dragon Ball. Once Gohan enters the hyperbolic time room for the first time, he is fairly strong for a little boy, but he's not as impressive as he gets from it. Inside the chamber, time moves at a different rate. 1 day is equivalent to 1 year. In addition, there are variations in gravity and temperature that can make the body stressable and improve training performance. In just a short period, he will acquire much more experience. He was able to become a Super Saiyan when he left the room with his father. He is also the youngest man to attain this mighty shape in history. When Uzumaki Naruto masters the Sage Mode. Uzumaki Naruto's abilities improve by leaps and bounds throughout Naruto, but he makes some of his greatest strides after training on Mount Mabaku. There, he discovers Sage Mode, a skill that enables him to combine natural energy with his own chakra, increasing his power and granting him a variety of new abilities. But Sage Mode does more than just making Naruto stronger, it also makes him a lot more calm and collected. Naruto may never have been able to stay still long enough to absorb natural energies before this exercise, but the training teaches him to be disciplined and focused on self-improvement. Although his exaggerated attitude remains, the Naruto who appears to fight pain is a far cry from the Naruto who appeared at the start of the season. Kurapika shows his chain power in Hunter x Hunter.
Masaka!
Kurapika has never been a weakling, but when Hunter x Hunter first started, he didn't do well against more strong opponents like Killua. However, after returning from training, he becomes one of the show's toughest characters. Kurapika has the power to summon 5 separate chains, each with a unique ability. They will do something to push them into submission, including smacking others in the chest. Kurapika's newfound chain powers allow him to knock out a member of the Phantom Troop, something absolutely no one has ever done before. Do you agree with my picks? What are your top anime characters who return stronger than ever? Drop them down in the comments section below. See you on my next video.